We're back.
Hi, I'm Logan.
Hey, I'm Sean. You guys
Hi,
make
I'm
fun of me.
Andrew, everybody's favorite
Yeah, you make fun
one.
of me. You
Shut
make
the
fun of
fuck
me
up, Andrew.
for wanting to make you guys do that. But what if somebody comes in? We're getting new viewers. And
Hey,
what if somebody
That's
comes
true.
in and he has
Season
no
two
hi.
is
idea?
going to be bigger than
Welcome
ever.
to season 2,
Season 2,
or should we
class
say
or
Mediaology 102.
102. Yeah, Mediaology 102.
Welcome. We are your
Welcome
three
to the
teachers,
long awaited.
Logan,
This will be
Sean, and
the
Andrew.
second easiest class you've ever taken.
Yeah.
Unless you
Besides,
failed Mediaology 101, then it is probably going to be the hardest class you've ever taken. So good
yeah,
fucking luck.
yeah. Uh, I'm Sean. No,
Nice.
it's this, it's season 2. We're updating some of our stuff. We're gonna have new merch. We're gonna
New
have new
merch.
new designs. We're gonna same idiots talking about whatever garbage we're
No.
talking about, but
But even more guest star idiots.
even more guest star. Is that confirmed? Are we
Uh,
doing more?
Sean, I don't fucking know. Don't
Yeah,
blow it.
Robert Downey Jr. is coming on
Uh-huh.
next
Uh-huh.
week.
Along with Scarlett Johansson talking about
Yes.
her new lawsuit with Disney.
Oh, lawsuit with Disney. We're
Mhm.
gonna get into all the
We're gonna
details.
get the real details on this and
Yeah,
a
and then we're gonna
possible Dwayne Johnson, but
Dwayne Johnson might. Yeah.
that's just possible. That's just rumors right now.
Also, Olympic gold medalist Sean Johnson will be making an appearance,
Mhm.
as well as Mr. Logic himself to ask, what happened? What happened with Bobby
Yeah, what
Tarantino 3?
happened with Bobby Tarantino 3?
Should we jump into it, boys? Welcome to season 2, everybody, and now we're gonna get to the real nitty-gritty stuff. Bobby Tarantino 3. Logan.
No. We can't start with Bobby Tarantino 3.
Why? Why?
We need to first start off with something that's a little more in its time, and
What
that
do you mean?
is I'm going to a Killers concert.
He's going to a Killers
Really?
concert. Oh my
Yep,
God.
I bought tickets for a year out.
Holy
Are
crap.
you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Logan, I'm gonna beat you with the 2000s band that nobody cares about anymore. I'm going to an Atmosphere concert.
Oh
Logan doesn't know.
shit!
Atmosphere.
Who the fuck is Atmosphere?
Is
Yeah.
Atmosphere that electronic group?
No, Atmosphere is a 2000s rap group. Well, I mean they still make music, but um, they're like pretty popular for underground rap.
Oh.
I'm surprised you haven't heard of them, Sean.
No, there was an album that I listened to during school when I would like be
Wait,
typing papers, and I think it was called
Sean was in
Atmosphere.
school?
Yeah. It's crazy to think about. It does feel like a very, very long time ago. It was
Sean,
only I finished
you're
in
telling
March.
me, Sean?
I know.
I graduated almost a year ago at this point.
I know.
Like 9 months ago.
Damn.
Imagine like being in school.
Yeah, I
Could be
know,
me.
right?
Uh,
Yeah, especially imagine taking classes during the summer.
yeah, I did that. So I can
Oh,
imagine.
you did too?
I
I
did
did,
that
yeah.
as well.
I took, well, nobody cares about yours, but
Oh, okay.
no, I did that. I took a marketing and management class for my minor. It is
Oh.
good. Good on you, Andrew, for taking summer classes because
Get
it
that shit
skipped it
done.
skipped like a whole
Well,
quarter for me. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. Well,
you don't need friends.
luckily I'm done, so I can
Done?
focus all my time and
Oh,
energy on the
Wait,
Mediaology
as
podcast,
in you
working
dropped
on the
out?
brand. Yes,
Good. About
I
time.
failed every single class.
damn.
Now my fallback plan is the Mediaology
I
podcast.
thought your follow-up plan would be to make college dropout too. Work with Kanye. Donda, dude, so much stuff has happened while
Oh
we've
yeah, dude.
taken a hiatus.
So much.
Um,
Yeah. So
We
what do you
were
guys think
all
of Donda?
yeah, what did I think? I thought it was, not quite up to snuff personally. Really short. I was surprised how short it was, Andrew.
I don't
That's a
know if
little.
you're. I don't know
That's
if you're
that's that's
joking.
that's a little joke because it's not out yet.
Well, yeah, but he did do the listening party, so I don't
Oh,
know
I didn't. I
I
didn't.
didn't
I
if
listen
didn't
you
to
listen
actually
to
it.
that.
listened to that.
I was just
I
making a
did
joke.
not listen to that.
I was joking just because it hasn't come out
Yeah,
yet. So very
it's
short,
not even
very
out.
short track list.
Although it's supposed to come out as of our recording, it's supposed to come out tomorrow.
It's supposed to come
Well,
out like a
A
year
year
the
ago.
ago. A year ago, yeah.
Can I ask why did he get rid of the really cool album cover?
I don't know.
The hand
But
painted
that was
cover
like
or
my
whatever.
favorite. Other than Kids See Ghosts, that was my favorite Kanye
It's a
album cover.
great looking album cover. The one with like the sun and then like the people's shadows and they're all like,
Yeah, it was
yeah, it was
awesome looking. It
awesome.
reminded me of like a Fishman's cover, but like even trippier.
Yeah, and now he replaced it with just red paint on a gray background. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe his kid drew it.
Although
Yeah.
the cover kind of reminds me of like the Yeezus aesthetic a little bit, so that's kind of got me a little hyped. But
Yeah. Christian Yeezus.
yeah, I guess he's still doing the Christian thing.
I
So
think that's what it's listed, right? As is like Christian hip hop. Just
yeah.
hilarious. I love that it's listed like that.
Well, I mean, so was Jesus is King.
Yeah, but that album sucked, so
I
you know,
can confirm.
can confirm. I know Andrew, we've waxed and waned on that album a bit, but
Yeah, I'm saying I'm more waned right now.
I
So
love-
will you be
I don't
waxed?
actually I don't know which
And will you
one
be waxed for
means
me?
more and less,
are
but
you Willy Waned right now?
I'm pretty
uh,
waxed, if you know what I mean.
yeah, I'd say right now is probably my low point of enjoyment of that album.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I,
it's
not a
it's
good album.
not the worst thing I've ever heard, but you know, as far as Kanye standards, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
It's not quite as good as Crazy Frog's greatest hits, but
but it's
you know,
it's there.
it's there. It's not quite as good as Bobby Tarantino 3.
Oof.
Logan, we're getting into it. We're in the music.
We're
Yeah,
into
so what's
it.
what's the deal with that? I actually am not filled in on that situation,
Andrew?
Logan.
So I'm assuming you haven't listened to Bobby Tarantino 3.
I have not.
Okay.
No,
well,
actually, dude, I definitely have, bro.
probably it's not great. So Bobby Tarantino 3. All right. So I'm planning on going on vacation, right? And this was like months ago, as in
Yeah.
last month. And so this man drops 4 singles in a row on the first. So he dropped the intro song, which I believe we had our last podcast or one of the last few episodes. The intro
Yeah,
song
we
came
talked
out
about
for
it.
that different album, right? So that's
Yeah.
a completely different thing. But then he
No.
dropped the what's this? This is just off the top of my head. I don't have any of it pulled up. So I know he dropped My Way, Vaccine, and then I think 2 other songs he dropped. And every time I like listened to them, because I was like, oh, new Logic song, cool. Like I was kind of like, they were meh songs. They weren't like,
Yeah.
wow, this is great. You're just like, okay, they're all right, And then like his mixtape that he came out with, Young Sinatra Collection 1, was better than Bobby Tarantino 3. But as we go back, right? So he's dropping all these singles, and I'm like, oh, well, he's gonna obviously drop a new album, right? Because nobody drops 4 singles in a row and then not comes out with an album. So I was like, he's gonna come out with an album.
Frank
right?
Ocean does
Okay, well,
all the time, actually.
that's Frank Ocean, okay? But I was like, if these songs are on it, I know this album isn't gonna be great. And it's Bobby Tarantino, all right. It's more back to his original, or you've listened to the other Bobby Tarantino albums, right? Like you have some really good songs, you have some okay songs, but I don't know. I listened to it and I didn't feel that there was any songs that stood out to me. And like, keep in mind, I've only listened to it once, right? But like, usually once you've listened to it once, there are a couple songs that you're just like, okay, maybe I gotta go back and listen to this one again, right? I don't think there was, but like he has song titles. Like he has a song title called "See You Later, Space Cowboy," and I'm like, that song's gotta be like super good, right? Because Cowboy Bebop, all that stuff. It's not that great of a song.
Damn.
And it just doesn't feel like a "See You Later, Space Cowboy" thing. So I was like, okay, like I will go back and I will re-listen to it and I will let you know, but. So far, first impressions, I liked No Pressure way better.
Yeah.
Like, way better. Like,
I
Bobby
think
Tarantino 3 is on the bottom of his albums.
oof. I think besides what you've said, the only thing I've heard about it is that like it's just lacking ambition. You know what I mean? Like it's just going back to like super formulaic what he's always done, and it's like there's no breaths of fresh air. It is all stale air.
Although he did say that Bobby Tarantino 3, I think, is his last Def Jam album. Whether that's means he's no longer making indie music in general, or like he's got like, but I'm pretty sure that is his last Def Jam record,
Yeah.
meaning he might move on to his own stuff, or he just might not make any more music. So I don't know.
I don't trust him to not make any more music.
I don't trust him
Especially
either.
after after saying he was retired.
Yeah. Damn. Well, you know that if Logan is telling you, then you done messed up, Logic. If you're listening to this,
Yeah.
how could you do us so wrong? Even after, I've only ever listened to two Logic albums. And so, as the expert, I can I can say that at least I appreciated his No Pressure album.
No
Just
pressure.
because it was like it's interesting. The only thing, and I think I've talked about this before about No Pressure, but it uses that I don't remember the artist's name, but it's the song's called Didn't You Know, and it has a Jay Dilla beat, and he uses
Erica
like the
Badu.
exact yeah, thank you. And he
Erica Badu,
uses
yeah, that's a good
he
one.
uses like the exact same beat kind of. I mean, he switches up a bit, but and it's a great beat, right? But
Well,
it's like,
yeah, the
come on.
original beat is like fantastic.
Yeah, but it's, make your own music now. Big gay. I don't know. It's such like
A Rick
uh,
Rubin move.
yeah, but I mean the original beat is so like recognizable that when you hear it in when Logic samples it in that song, it's like I'm just distracted by thinking about the original.
Yeah, it kind of takes you out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
few other songs that I've heard in this great big world of ours that are very similar. I know there's a
Yeah.
few Eminem songs that are like that,
I guess
and
Rick
I'm just
Rubin, yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah. Good old
I'll
Rick
even
Rubin.
admit some Kanye songs are a little lazy, like Touch the Sky is like almost exactly that Curtis Mayfield
Or
sample.
is it New Slaves that just completely takes
Boom,
that
boom,
one
boom, boom,
oh
boom, boom, boom.
you know what I'm talking about, the end of
Yeah,
New
the
Slaves? Yeah.
ending part.
Yeah, and it just is like the exact song that he just
I do
puts at the
love
end.
that part though.
It's a great part. Yeah, it's
It's
just
a very
it's a
good
great
use of
song.
the sample.
It's a great song. It's just it's like there's no edit to the sample. It is just literally the sample. Yeah.
I think he did tune it up a little bit,
Yeah. That
and
doesn't
then
really.
him and Frank Ocean sang over it.
Yeah. You gotta chop it up a bit.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Yeah. But I was gonna say those are two big music related things that happened during our hiatus. Two
True.
Mongo, news never sleeps.
Two Mungo Jerrys, if you will.
Yeah, I will.
You
Uh,
can you can measure the importance of something in music in a Mungo Jerry.
not a Mungo
Do,
Jerry way, just a Mungo. Is it like a can of something you can like put?
do you know Mungo Jerry,
I have
Sean?
no idea what you're talking about.
And, it's like a one-hit wonder band from the 70s, where this guy, the like lead singer, has this terrible afro and like sideburns combo.
Oh,
Uh, and so you've probably heard the song in the summertime.
I know the
It's
name.
like it's one of the like highest selling songs of all time, but like they just got popular off that one song, but
Yeah.
yet it's like one of the most popular songs of all time.
Oh, I know. Okay.
I just think
I just looked it up. I know exactly what song you're
Yeah,
talking
I
about.
just think that Mungo Jerry is the funniest name for a band.
Yeah. Mungo Jerry. Holy crap! It in the summertime has 120 million views.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
That's
it's a
crazy.
massive song. I mean, considering that it came out in the 70s and it has that many views
Yeah.
is pretty crazy.
Damn. Well, that's the podcast, everybody. Uh, no, I was trying to think if there was any more music stuff to discuss, but I can't think of any music stuff. I think Mr. Logic and Mr. West both had the two biggest news that I can recall.
Sean, I don't know, are you into Isaiah Rashad at all?
I know the name, but I haven't listened to any.
That's really the only album of note, in my opinion, that's come out recently.
I know Logan's a
I
big
guess
fan
Vince
of his.
Staples, but that one was a little underwhelming.
I know Logan's a big fan of Isaiah Rashad.
Who?
Logan. You gotta play it up a bit more than just that. You know,
Who?
boom.
Logan would probably like Isaiah Rashad actually. There's a
What?
there's a recommendation for you, Logan. Listen to
Yeah.
Isaiah Rashad.
Can I get
Yeah.
that in a spelling?
In a spelling?
Isaiah Rashad.
Thank you. Thank you for getting me that in
Sound
the
it out.
spellings. Phat. You gotta
Hmm.
remember, I have a science degree, Andrew, not an English major.
Q. You're missing a
True.
Q.
A Q
I mean,
I, right?
there's letters in science.
Yeah.
Uh,
I um
no, no.
oh
I
yeah,
hereby say
fuck
there are
you,
not.
math.
Yeah.
As soon as
Why you gotta
letters got
always be
involved,
so changing?
dude, as soon as like, math started incorporating letters in school, I was just checked out. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm done. I
Well, you know what, Sean?
yeah. Shout out
We
to all
didn't.
the
We didn't.
shout out to all the science teachers who would constantly say, "Oh, you're not gonna have a calculator all the time," and I always have a calculator all the time
Yeah,
to
literally.
like figure math out. It saves my I have very limited processing power, all right? My
Yeah.
graphics card in my brain isn't up to date. So I
What are you running up there? Like a 670?
like a 490.
Woo!
You gotta save all your room for your Kirby lore knowledge.
Yeah, yeah. So math just kind of, overloads the RAM a bit, and so it just
Why don't you just
I
download more?
calculators. Yeah, I should just download more. Speaking of stuff, I was helping my mom with, or speaking of RAM and just like overloading RAM, I was helping
If
my
she
mom because
asked to
her,
buy a truck instead.
yeah, RAM trucks. RAM. Do you remember that?
That's
That's
a
a deep cut.
classic.
Yep.
That's
Um, no, I was helping my mom with her laptop, because it was like running incredibly slow, and it's new enough to where it should just be fine. She
Did
uses it
you just
like
ask it to run faster?
I should have
That's your
tried
first
that.
step. That's your first
Um,
step.
no, but it's like she uses it essentially like a Chromebook, but it has like beefy enough to where it shouldn't be having issues. So I was checking like Task Manager and I was trying to see what was like overloading the
Mm-hmm.
RAM. Fucking McAfee, dude. McAfee is malware, man. It is like actual malware. And I tried to uninstall it, and then it was like, oh, there's no place to uninstall it. Um, Seriously, it won't let you uninstall McAfee from Windows or the app. So I had to download, was it like Revo installer or something, or uninstaller? It's like a third-party thing that everybody, or not
Which
everybody,
is
but a lot of people
another one.
use. Yeah, but so I used that to uninstall it, because it was using like 25% of her RAM. McAfee was. It's just all the time, even when it wasn't opened, everything was closed. It was just using like 25%. Um, so fuck McAfee. He died recently, John McAfee.
Oh
Fun
yeah.
fact.
Under mysterious
Yeah,
circumstances.
was it kind of like ambiguous how?
Well, he was in a Spanish prison.
As you
He
do.
was well he I don't remember why he was in the prison in Spain, but he was living in Belize for a long time, and he was basically like a drug lord kingpin in Belize, and
Yeah.
like uh allegedly killed his neighbor and shit like that.
As one does.
Kind of
One
just
of
living
those.
the life, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but anyway, yeah, he was in Spanish prison, and then he was going to get extradited to the U.S. And so the story goes that he killed himself, but shortly before he died, he tweeted that he would never kill himself, Jeffrey Epstein style, because he was very happy and he had a lot of friends in prison. Uh, so it's a lot of people are inclined to believe that he was killed uh, intentionally, but I feel like he's not as important as someone like Jeffrey Epstein. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, like who would want him dead anyway.
Yeah.
He was already kind of
Well, can I
excommunicated
can I, sh-
from.
can I share this picture with you in the memes channel, boys? Of This is the actual Wikipedia page for him, and look at the children section. Um, And so in the screenshot, when you just Google John McAfee, it comes up
40.
and but my favorite part is it says children at least 47 claimed by McAfee. So that's no one knows. So it could have been any one of his 47 children
Oh
that
my god, dude!
wanted him dead.
Holy shit!
I love that it just says claimed by McAfee. It's not like nobody knows. He's like Genghis
That's
Khan.
Just like,
insane,
yeah,
man.
I had
Well, see,
47.
that's why there's also, people think that he might have been trolling a little bit when he tweeted that,
Yeah,
just to get people riled up about Jeffrey Epstein,
yeah.
because that's kind of how he was. He was kind of a troll.
Weird
He's just a very
personality.
weird guy.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and I figured that would be a good way to get people talking about him, is
yeah.
that sort of thing. But
But down with McAfee products because that
oh,
shit's malware.
He was arrested in Spain because of U.S. tax evasion charges.
That's what you get arrested for when like the people who pretend they're hard, like, yeah, I killed 3 people, but they didn't actually, and they get arrested for tax evasion.
Yeah, I guess they didn't care that he was a murderer.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, pro tip, uh, uninstall McAfee. Use Revo uninstaller or whatever because that's pretty safe, and uninstall that shit because
I wouldn't
McAfee.
trust a program made by that guy. He's
Yeah, yeah.
although
It's
he hasn't been involved in the company for a very
I
long time, but
there's a
still,
video that he made on his own personal channel called "How to Uninstall McAfee."
that's so funny.
Yeah, what a weird personality.
Everybody's got a lot of views.
I have no idea. I think when I saw it, it was like a few million or something, but it's not like
That's more
crazy.
than our podcast never will and never are not have.
That's not true. That's not true. We get millions of
Exactly.
viewers every day.
Every second, bro.
Yeah, every second. That's why in this season 2, we have to bring the news, all right? News never sleeps, so we should therefore never sleep as well.
Well, I
24
already
hour,
never sleep, so
24
I'm
hour,
already on board.
7 day a week live podcast where we just talk about anything we see. That's how you know.
Well,
Wow,
today
that's
I
a
saw a
pretty cool
bird,
speck of dust over there.
and that bird flew around in a circle,
Yeah.
and then it went
It's like
caw.
there's like a TMZ article. Logan, birds? Oh. Yeah, but I was gonna say we're talking about music. And with my run up to leaving the country, leaving the nation, some at the end of the year, I've been doing a lot of like prep for it because there's a lot of stuff you don't think about when you're not only moving, but you're moving thousands of miles away into a different country. Um, and so I've been doing a lot of prep, but I haven't been listening to like a ton of new music, and I haven't been watching very much
But
like new stuff.
Sean, the question is,
I have been playing some games.
have you been listening to the Mediaology podcast?
Well,
Oh
I
my god.
in the last 4 weeks, no, because scheduling conflicts, Andrew,
Oh,
prevented.
get fucked, Andrew.
Damn.
Yeah. It's all Andrew's fault. For listeners out there, I just want to reiterate that it is absolutely, unequivocally not any fault of my own. It's these two clowns who can never get their scheduling. Uh, and, I just want everybody to know that. Just want everybody to know, that there's some drama in season 2. There's some drama going on. We're a drama podcast. If there's no
Drama
drama,
alert.
yeah, if there's no drama to be shared, then we have to make our own. Um, yeah, but I've been playing a lot of video games. Been playing a lot of video games. Rekindled love with some games I hadn't played in a long time. Grew to hate some games that I'd played a long ago. Um,
But Sean, the real
but
question is,
yeah,
did you play Ape Escape?
I did not play Ape Escape.
All right, so thanks for listening.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
goodbye.
beat the shit out of Sean real quick.
Yeah,
And
no
then we'll
Ape
be
Escape
back
for
in
me.
like a minute. All right.
Yeah.
So just
Can I
hang
can
in
I say
tight.
yeah, one of the games that I've played that we talked about, I think on the last 2 episodes of season 1 was we were talking about Battlefield, the new one, because the trailer looks super exciting. I played Battlefield 5 for the first time because despite some seriously critical flaws, I did enjoy for the most part Battlefield 1. So I wanted to try Battlefield 5, and Battlefield 5 is awful. Battlefield 5 might be the worst AAA game I've ever played. It is awful. It
That's
is, I
some
think,
that's some pretty strong
yeah,
words, Sean.
dude, it is the worst. It is one of the worst. I can't say if it's the worst, but it is one of the worst. Like it made Gears of War 4 look like 2001: A Space Odyssey. I mean, it is so bad. Think about all of the issues that the Battlefield series has had that people often criticize, and especially in Battlefield 1 that people would criticize, like spawning and dying every second, and like enemies that don't pop out anywhere, so you can never see like where enemies are on the map. How everything, like the graphics are beautiful, but it's almost distracting because there's too much stuff on the screen that's
Oh,
overstimulating.
so we got the dice syndrome going.
Yeah, yeah. And so Battlefield 5 looked at Battlefield 1 and went, okay, I want all of your problems, but nothing good about that game. And it is just the issues from Battlefield 1 exacerbated in Battlefield 5. It is so bad. It is awful game. Awful
Well,
game.
Sean, at least in the good news is that their company doesn't sexually harass people.
That is true. Hey, speaking of a
Ooh.
different gaming news topic, we should probably talk about this.
Have you heard? Have you been? How much have you been keeping up with this? Like
Me?
for both of you. Because I know Sean a
Uh,
little bit, but I don't know
I've
I
how
saw
much
the
been,
Andrew
I've
initial
knows.
been,
stuff.
I've been keeping up with it a little bit. I know, I don't know like very specific details, but I know a little bit about it.
I know I read some of the like important, not all of the pages in that report were, important, but I read like the saddest stuff about the awful sexual harassment and suicide in workplace and stuff. And then I saw recently that the CEO of Blizzard, right,
Yes.
resigned.
The president of Blizzard stepped down, and now they have two new people who joined the company within the last 2 years as co-presidents.
Yeah.
So we'll
But the
see how
problem is,
that goes.
I think the problem is the Activision side, personally.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is
Um,
the Activision side, but I think there was enough of it in the Blizzard
yeah.
side as well.
Sure. Andrew, you running? What are you doing?
I'm eating French fries.
That's, it sounded like you were, you know how
Holy.
like when you move a phone, it like makes the sound in
Yeah,
audio.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm glad you're eating French fries.
I'm
Uh,
hungry.
you're not allowed to eat on the podcast. Everybody
Yeah,
knows
you
that.
know this. Come on.
Everybody knows that. As I eat my Pop-Tarts every podcast.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but it is pretty disgusting reading some of those the reports of not just like the articles, but like the actual what is it, sue or actual what's the case files or whatever that
Mm-hmm.
they have submitted
Bro,
about it because
yeah,
it's pretty revolting.
it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
just crazy that like for a company that says, "Oh, we have no sexual harassment," and then have all of this come out,
Yeah.
like you're looking at stocks tanking, like
Yeah.
your fucking business looks like shit now. Like nobody's
Yeah.
gonna want to work for you.
They were also
Losing sales, like a lot of
I was
people,
gonna
like
say,
a lot
yeah,
of people from the WoW community are leaving to go play Final Fantasy because they don't
yeah,
want
why
to
support?
support somebody that does that. So
Yeah. I just Blizzard, especially the Blizzard side, because Activision still has Call of Duty and all that, but Blizzard had been kind of struggling in the last year or probably 2 years, all honestly, but especially in the last year, because most of their
Don't you
major,
guys have iPhones?
don't you guys have iPhones? Yeah, I mean, most of their major stuff has been incredibly underwhelming, and all of their like long-running franchises like WoW
That was
and
Blizzard,
Overwatch.
right?
Yeah, that was Blizzard. Um, like all their long running stuff like WoW and Overwatch and all that kind of stuff has been, on the decline. Um, and so I think I don't think they're going to be gone, but I think certainly a massive blow. And I don't really care about the company too much. If Blizzard just dissolved, I wouldn't give less of a I couldn't give less of a shit. But I feel for the people, man. There's plenty of employees there who have gotten like wrapped up in this, who had nothing to do with it, and want to make great games and obviously don't want to support such terrible practices. I mean, there were strikes pretty recently for the
there
employees
still
who were
are.
like, oh, there still are, yeah, because
Hmm.
plenty of employees who work there who want nothing to do with all the horrendous shit that happened and want to stand up for it or stand up to it. But um, yeah, that's why, Blizzard, I think, was formed by like a bunch of the original devs like working at a different company and then packing up and moving out when that company started to collapse. And hint, hint, devs who don't like all of the garbage that's going on at Blizzard, make your own company.
And hire
Um,
Logan.
hire Logan, yeah, but make new Blizzard. You know what I mean? Make your own thing and then uh, make success off of that.
Call it
Because
Avalanche. Wait, that's already a gaming company.
man, it is a
Call it
game company. I forgot about
Tsunami.
that. Ooh, Tsunami. Call it the Great Wave, and then I'll buy all the games. That's a
Freaking
little
weeb.
that's a little Hokusai joke. Weeb, Hokusai is a very famous artist, Japanese artist. The Great Wave is not an anime thing. It's just Japanese art.
Yeah, but you're still a weeb.
Damn. I love that.
Otaku.
I love that. I have not watched an anime, at least a show. I did watch an anime movie recently. My sister and I went to go watch it in the theater, which was kind of weird. I hadn't been to a theater in like a year and a half.
I still
Yeah, I
We
haven't.
went
haven't
to the
been to a theater since Knives Out came out.
Yeah, I went to the theater and that was crazy. And my curse remains, dude. Even in COVID pandemic time, there was there were these like middle schoolers who were you could clearly tell were like super weeps. They like knew every song. They were obsessed,
Oh,
and
geez.
for the first like 10 minutes they kept talking. And I usually I try to be like shh, or I don't try to be like super rude about it, but I think I've lost my patience because I actually turned around and I started like yelling at him. Um, I guess
Here, here.
I wasn't really
Sean
yelling at him.
has become a Karen.
Dude, I've become a boomer. I wasn't really yelling at him, but I did. I was like, "Hey, are you guys gonna talk during this whole thing or what?" And they shut up, which was nice. And I thought they were older, so when I turned around and said that, and I saw they were like middle schoolers, I felt kind of bad because I was like, "Oh, they're just kids," you know what I mean? But like, dude, I cannot go to a movie theater and have like a good movie watching experience. It's impossible for me. Um, Yeah, but besides that, where I was going with that tangent is that besides that anime movie, I have not watched an anime anything since like early 2019. And you guys like talk shit about me being a weeb, and I am a weeb
That's because you
technically
are a weeb.
because
See,
I
you
did
just
watch a
admitted
bunch,
it.
and
So
yeah.
Yeah,
therefore,
I've probably watched more anime than you recently.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, dude. I have not watched
But
anything.
in total, definitely you watched
Yeah,
a lot more.
the movie I watched was weird. I haven't usually when I come away from like a big name anime movie or whatever, usually it's pretty good. And this one is like the same deal where it had like a lot of high praise and it was like talked about a lot. So I went and we saw it because we were like, oh, this sounds interesting. And it's like super like meh. I thought I don't know. I guess for what it's worth, I think it was good because I'm still like thinking about it, you know? I think that's a great way to determine quality is if you are still like thinking about what you watched, you know, a weeks after, but uh it wasn't yeah, I don't know. It wasn't like this masterpiece like a lot of people made it out to be.
What was
Um
the movie, Sean?
it was called Weathering with You. And it was
Yeah, I
by
haven't
the
heard of
same
that.
direct it was by the same director who did Your Name, which was that huge one that came out in like 2018 that like everybody wouldn't shut up about. I actually still haven't seen Your Name either, but for all the three people who watch anime, Kyle and who else would listen to this podcast? Oh, excuse me, listen to this podcast and know what I'm talking about. So, you know, if anybody's out there who knows what I'm talking about,
Sean,
more
nobody's out
power
there.
to you. Nobody's out there. Um, but
But
yeah, it's
I actually have a question for Andrew.
no, it's not
Um,
allowed.
so Andrew, there's a
Yeah.
certain a video game that came out that I heard you have played, but still haven't added
Oh
me on.
God. Oh God.
What is your thoughts on this so-called video game, and just share it for the people who don't know what
So-called
I'm talking
video
about.
game. Oh yeah, dude, League of Legends. Great new game that just came out.
Yeah.
Um, everybody should play it. Pretty good. Um, no, what Logan is referring to is Pokemon Unite, which is, I would imagine, like League of Legends, but Pokemon, right?
It literally is, yes.
um, so I'm gonna just go out and say it's better than League of Legends, even though I've never played League of Legends. Just to piss off Mitchell whenever he listens to this.
Oh, good, good,
Um,
good, good.
the one guy that still plays League of Legends. Uh, I've played a couple of matches, and I actually kind of enjoy it. I think it's pretty fun. I don't really have much experience with MOBAs, so
Yeah.
I guess maybe like having some fresh eyes on it um, might make the experience a little different compared to somebody who's played a lot.
Yeah.
Um, I like the Pokemon. I think that's cool. I think they use Pokemon really cool and like really interesting ways in the
Yeah.
game.
I,
There's some interesting mechanics.
The only
I
thing
feel like
I've
I feel like you move really slow though. I don't know if I like that.
yeah.
um. So it depends on the character you play. I don't know who you played as, so
Snorlax, bro.
yeah, Snorlax and
Hell
like
yeah.
I
Slowbro are
wanted to.
incredibly slow.
Kyle made it sound like I could get Gengar right off the bat, but I gotta like
Oh
pay
yeah,
for it with
Yeah.
those things.
I
I
had to
still
do
got
the
my
same
Gengar
thing.
toy. I still got my Gengar toy from Vegas.
Well,
Oh
Sitting here
yeah,
right with me.
that fucking
I'm glad you had some, but
monstrosity that does not even look like Gengar.
Yeah.
that's true. But
Gengar.
anyways, yeah, no, I did the same thing. I had to spend 10,000 coins to get Lucario. Um, and half the time I don't even play Lucario, so that's fun. But
Oh
Gengar
really?
is very, very good. Like
Yeah,
very good.
I'm pretty close to 10,000, so I'll probably be getting it soon. But
Yeah, I
and
don't
Logan,
like.
I was gonna add you, but I looked in the chat and I couldn't find your name, so I asked you, and you're like, it's in the other chat.
It's just I wasn't home, so I couldn't
Oh,
answer.
I
okay.
Um,
in that group chat, the only thing I've like responded to is when the group chat was first made and somebody asked you something, Andrew, and you just responded no. And then I saved that message and I was like, I really like Andrew's answer to this question. I
I
think
do
the question
remember
was,
that.
do you guys want to play this? And Andrew put no. I saved it and then but nobody
Well,
responded
honestly,
to
I
me.
thought at first I thought it costed money, but since it's
Yeah.
free, I don't mind playing it.
Isn't it
it's kind of fun.
super pay to win though?
It's like $135 to get like a maxed out build, or you can
Yeah,
play for
okay.
like 400 and something days straight to get out your maxed out build too. So
Yeah,
it's like
that's great game
Hasn't the game
mechanics.
only
Great
been
game.
out for like a week
it's been out for 14
or
days
like
now.
2 weeks?
Yeah,
42 days. Logan knew the exact amount of
14
days.
No,
days, you
14.
fucking
Oh.
moron.
A
Yeah, I heard
fortnight.
42. I heard 42. Um, because Logan knows all things about
I do
Pokemon.
know
He
all
knows the
things
days.
about Pokemon.
Um, yeah, I mean, because what you said, Logan, is that it's you don't need the Nintendo Online or whatever to play it with people, so that's cool.
Yeah, which is nice.
Uh, but I hate the fact that it's a MOBA.
It's
You know
not
what I mean?
too bad because the matches are so short.
Yeah,
You have your 5 minute and
Yeah,
you
they're
have your
only 10
10 minute
minutes.
matches, which
yeah.
is what I like about it because I hate the few times I played League of Legends. It's like a fucking 40-minute
Aren't
match
they?
at
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
aren't they like
minimum.
40 minutes?
Kyle complains when we played, or Kyle was complaining that when we played Siege, he was like, these matches are too short. Why are they so short? And it's like
Well,
they're like 10-minute matches.
that's why I like Rocket League because Rocket League are 5 minute matches. You play your 3 to 5 and then you call it good because you get bored
Yeah.
of winning.
Kyle, nobody likes 40-minute matches.
Yeah,
Okay,
nobody likes
Kyle.
you, Kyle. You smell like beef.
Like
Well,
beef? Is that what you said?
Yeah, beef.
yeah, besides, besides Logan's favorite game of all time, which he, Adam, Wyatt, and I would play endlessly, Smite. Um, one of Logan's favorite games of all time. Have I talked about how bad of a studio Hi-Rez is on this podcast before? How much I hate Hi-Rez? Even though I enjoyed Smite, but Hi-Rez, man, they suck. Dude, they just copy whatever's popular and they make that a new game. I'm
That
glad you
sucks.
guys I'm glad you guys shared your thoughts.
Yeah, Jonathan
I
snooze
have
over
no
here.
opinion.
Damn. Well, you could at least say something. It'd be kind of weird in like Top Gear if like one of them said something about a car and then the other two were just silent for like,
Okay,
15
so
seconds.
about Star Fox 64. That's pretty
Oh,
close to
now
the
we're
same
talking.
topic, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Um, yeah, but you've played Smite, Logan, and you know
I
like high res. You know
don't
that they made
like.
Paladins and they made the Fortnite clone. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I also tried to get a job there and they denied me, so fuck them.
Yeah, so exactly. You could. I don't know anything about high res my ass. You could join in with me and like shit on them.
Yeah, let's shit on some companies. All right, let's start with number
Yeah.
one, EA.
Oh no, I can't do that because I am sponsored by Madden.
Okay, number two, Activision Blizzard.
Oh
Oh, that is
no,
bad. That is
sponsored
bad.
by
Number
them too.
three, Square Enix.
Oh, you know what? I can't. I don't know. It's not like they have bad practices. I just don't like their games.
Yeah, that's true. Number four, the Mediaology podcast.
No,
Greatest
no.
company I've ever
Greatest
Yeah,
heard
one of
company
of.
the
ever.
best. One of
Yeah,
the best brands.
glad we all agreed on that one.
Yeah,
Now, what
yeah.
about Disney?
No. And here's why. They're bad.
Well, I just remembered that was another thing that happened in our hiatus was that I went to Disneyland for the first time
Oh my
as an
God.
adult.
What did you think? What'd you think about it?
I
Is it
really
as
liked I
magical?
really liked all of the Kingdom Hearts references that were everywhere. I thought
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
I was it as magical as you thought it would be?
Actually, I had pretty low expectations, and I liked it more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
It was, a lot of the rides are a lot of fun, but I have one main criticism, and it's that there's like shops everywhere, and like even when you get off of some of the rides, you'll like go right into a shop,
Yeah.
and they all have like the same shit.
Yeah.
That's how
I don't know.
every
It
place
just
is.
seems like a
Yeah,
hyper capitalist hellhole, you know?
it literally. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
like
is.
they send you off of the ride into their gift shop,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you have to like to get back on the ride. You have to walk all the way around and go back into line.
Yeah.
And
Do you
like
want
Yeah,
a
ones that
fifty
which
dollar
is
have
shitty because you know people are already paying a lot of money to like be there, you know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you want a
and it's just
$50
like
t-shirt?
yeah, and it's like oh
Oh yeah,
cool,
and
you go
everything's
on
really
some like
expensive.
Yeah.
you go on like I don't know, you like say you're at like Universal Studios or something, right? You go on like a Fast and Furious ride. You come out, it's like Fast and Furious shot glasses, backpacks, belts,
Hell yeah.
hats, and then like you go into freaking like to freaking Simpsons, and it's just the same thing, it's just Simpsons branded, and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah, but that's
it's weird.
why they charge like $50 or like $80 for sweatshirts. So that's why if you want reasonable price merch, that won't break the bank, you could always stop by Mediaology shop.
What a
Uh,
plug, dude.
and you don't have to deal with scummy Disney marketing. It goes right to us, and we'll give you an Eskimo kiss if you buy our merch. Not Kyle though, because it's icky.
Yeah,
But
fuck you, Kyle.
I will
uh,
say though that they really figured out ride efficiency well because
tell me
like the
more
lines
about ride efficiency.
well because like the lines are super long and I was really worried about that going into it. I was like I don't want to just fucking stand in line the whole time, right?
Yeah,
But like it's constantly moving so you feel like you're making progress, and then
And
all of
yeah.
the rides have really cool like line areas,
Well,
like they're
did you go on the Cars Land?
I walked over there but the wait time was over an hour, so I was like,
Yeah, but that's
you
like
know
the best ride.
oh really.
Yeah, the cars. I haven't been since they put in like the whole incredible stuff because last time I went was 2018. But by far, Cars Land is the best ride.
damn. I think the
And I missed out.
last time I went was like 2007.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
see, we get it,
We
Sean. We're
went
not
we
privileged.
went to my family took us to Disneyland and Disney World. But it's been a long, long time. I remember the lines
Yeah.
being absurd. Also, fun fact, after Andrew sent me that picture about that, remember it was after Beyonk, um, where it was like the person who like never shuts up about Japan or like Japanese culture. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and that's made me like self-conscious because I feel like I'm always bringing it up, but it's what I do. But I had my friends from Central talk to me about because they love like for some reason girls in Japan love Disney. Like they eat that shit up. Like college age girls, not like you know what I mean. I don't know. They just eat that shit up. And I know that's similar here, but um, they talked about how like in Japanese Disneyland lines are like on average like 3 hours. It is always packed, like no matter what. Um, and so that just seems like a hellscape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the one time recently that we had to like waddle around in big lines was when we went to the old strip for like the first like 15 minutes or like 20 minutes we were at the old strip. I was like really grumpy because it was just like way too loud and we just were waddling around. But as soon as we like went off into the casino and we actually had like room to hear and like move, it's
I
happy as a clam.
yeah, I remember like specifically how grumpy you seemed, Sean, and then like right when we walked in,
Yeah, dude,
you're just like lit right back up.
yeah, it's like I don't do clubs either. Like, you know what I mean? Anything that the music is too loud to hear. Like I want to if we're gonna go somewhere, I actually want to like talk to the people. I don't mind loud, but I hate like absurdly
Where it
loud.
drowns it out.
Yeah, but dude, as soon as it was like, oh, I can hear people again and we have like room to move around, yeah, I was happy as a clam. The
Makes you
duality of
happy.
man. Yeah, the duality of man exhibited through me.
Indubitably.
Uh,
Indubitably.
that was a fun trip, dude. We need to make more plans to do like big boy airplane trips.
Like fly to
Okay.
Arkansas?
Like fly to Arkansas. That'd be fun. I'd like to go visit
It's
your
not
dad.
fun. It's
It's
not fun
not
to fly out there.
Oh, it's not fun to fly, but it's fun to go hang out, I'm sure.
Yes, it is fun.
What
Um,
do people in Arkansas do for fun?
Um, well, um,
you're not making a good case, Logan.
well, I
You
really
had
don't
you did
know.
tons of stuff. You were talking about you were going jet skiing and
I
like
played on a lake for
wakeboarding.
5 days, all right, but not
Yeah, like
everybody's privileged to play on a lake.
yeah, but
So, but I mean,
they could
people in Washington State do that too.
yeah, they could get a kiddie
True.
pool. Although
It's
I'm sure the
just,
weather here isn't as
just a lot
good.
warmer.
Yeah. Although it has been scorchingly hot, but I think
Oh,
that's
it's like the same temperature as out there. It's just like
hot for us.
way more humid.
Yeah. Uh, I don't remember what I was gonna say, but we need to make more big boy trip. The Mediaology podcast needs to travel. Although that's gonna be really hard
Yeah,
to do
going
that. I mean,
forward.
Mediaology podcast could come to Japan. You guys could come visit me.
That'd be cool.
So you guys need to buy more merch so we can afford
Yeah,
to go.
yeah, yeah. Buy more merch, dude. If there was enough merch bought to where we had enough to like actually make a trip out there, we would absolutely take some time and like make a Top Gear style episode where we would like have
Yeah,
like a proper special. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Uh,
We'd hit all the big places, you know?
yeah. Well, we could do so much stuff in just like Tokyo.
Yeah, man. We could go to Akasaka Blitz where, well, actually, they tore that down. But we could go to uh, where the long season album cover was shot.
Yes, dude, we talked about that before. We need to go to the
Recreate long season.
we need to recreate the long
Make
season
the pilgrimage.
album. That'll be very far from where I will be. Did I tell you where I got
Yeah,
placed,
yeah.
Kansas?
You're like up at the like
Yeah,
top of
I'm in.
Honshu, right?
Yeah, I'm in Aomori Prefecture, so northern
Yeah,
part of the main island. But yeah, it's
yeah,
like a 5-hour train ride to get down to Tokyo. So
yeah.
um, but
Man,
we got to make the
the
pilgrim.
Japanese and their trains, you gotta love them.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
gotta
wish
love
the
them.
U.S. had trains
It would
that
be
I know,
worked.
nice.
right?
Yeah, I wish there was a train to Ellensburg, so I didn't have to drive 4 hours every time I needed to go up there.
Yeah.
Well, it should be.
Imagine the
There should be a bullet train from Seattle to California.
L.A.
I'm just saying, but yeah, to
Yeah,
LA. But
I know. Yeah, but no.
um,
How much time would that take anyway?
45 minutes, I
Bullet
think.
trains?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's something like
Bullet
that.
trains go fast, dude. Bullet trains
I
are like
think
300
I
miles an
don't know
hour.
if it
Man,
was from Seattle to Portland was 45 minutes, and then Portland to like LA was like an hour, or if it was
Yeah,
45 minutes in general.
no, I think it's like bullet
It's
trains.
fast.
Yeah, bullet trains are fast, but I think it's like a couple hours it would be because I know bullet train to get from Tokyo to Sendai, which is kind of far. Like Sendai's like midway up the Tohoku region, which is the northern part of Japan. Um, and it's like a 2-hour bullet train ride. So they go fast, but they're not like, you know, light speed.
Yeah, you can't like
yeah.
you can't turn very well with them either.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't drift. That's what you're saying. Multi-track drifting.
Well, that interdimensional drifting is okay,
Ooh,
but
interdimensional drifting.
Oh, nice reference, Logan.
thank you. Sean doesn't get
Sean
it.
wouldn't get it.
Yeah, to Ratchet and Clank. right? Yeah, I know, I get it.
Well,
Get your Futurama garbage out of here. This is not a
At least
Futurama
you knew
podcast.
what it was from.
Um, yeah, we need to this will season 2. It's all about new beginnings.
It's all about the drama. Drama alert.
It's all about the drama and it's all about new beginnings. We don't know what season 2 is gonna be about. Probably same shit, different logo, but that's what people tune in for, right? They tune in because you want to hear us BS about all of this garbage that's going on.
So, 101, that was like
That's some entry level.
microeconomics,
Yeah, that's some
right?
entry
Now
level.
we're going macroeconomics this
Yeah,
this
that's some.
season.
Yeah, that's season 1 was like entry level, like that's some Attack on Titan kind of stuff. But season 2, that's some Neon Genesis kind of.
Oh, jeez.
I was arguing last night because Wyatt was driving me home. Wyatt and I were bickering about Neon Genesis again. Um, because he finished 17 episodes, and I told him before he even started. I think maybe he started before, but I told him because we had talked about this many times that like episode 18 on is when it gets really good and is when it's super engaging. The first 17 episodes are pretty slow and pretty unengaging.
I mean, I
Um,
still like them personally, but
yeah,
yeah,
but you know what I mean, they're
I
weaker
understand.
compared.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's like, no. And I was arguing because he was like, no, it's just a bad show. He didn't say that, but he said he didn't like it and he thought it was bad. But I argued with him that it's like that's the equivalent of ordering like a 6-course meal, eating the first 2 courses and not liking them, and then saying the whole meal is bad. You didn't finish it. You don't know. You don't know what the 5th course tastes like because you didn't even try it.
Yeah, how many 5-course meals have you had, Sean?
Yeah, so many. I like that I'm making this out to be like we were arguing. We were just lightly bickering about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I've always like even stuff that I like, like I watch like the first few episodes or I play the first few hours or whatever media stuff. I'll always try to finish it if I start it because like you don't know, there might be a gem somewhere in there. Like there's so like especially for albums, there have been so many albums that like the first half of it I'm not feeling it, but the second half's awesome. And so you can't judge it until you finish the damn thing, man.
so
Same with games.
Sean's life advice is to finish,
Yeah, finish strong
and
and
that's
hard and
all you
quick.
need to know.
Doesn't matter if you finish quick, all
Maybe
right? You
not
just gotta
quick,
finish. Just gotta get to
just
the finish
finish.
line. Um,
So are you saying that you can't have an opinion on Dragon Ball unless you watch all of the episodes?
you can't have an opinion on anything unless I say so.
Okay,
Welcome,
noted.
welcome to our gatekeeping. Um,
Yeah.
no, and that's why I don't want to gatekeep people from, because like, Wyatt, he didn't enjoy it, and that's fine. But you can't go around like bad mouthing and telling people not to watch it because he didn't finish the damn thing, man. Let
I
let
think
people give it
I
a
think you
try.
could really only apply that to like stuff that's short like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Cuz
he had
like
like an
I
allergic
wouldn't
reaction
expect
to it.
I wouldn't expect someone to like listen to every David Bowie album before making their opinion on
Yeah,
David
yeah,
Bowie, you know what I mean?
yeah. But if it's
Uh
making your
or
opinion
like
about
like the
one,
Dragon Ball thing I said
yeah.
earlier. Like I don't really like Dragon Ball, but I haven't seen every episode, you
Yeah,
know.
but if it's like one David Bowie album or one Dragon Ball season, then that's fine. I mean, because like we talked a few podcasts ago, we talked about like Attack on Titan. I've only seen the
Hmm.
first season, and I gave my opinion on the first season, but I can't talk about the others because, like, if I said my opinion on the entire Attack on Titan season or the entire Attack on Titan show just because I thought the first season was meh, that's not fair to the whole show because from what I've heard and from what, other people have said, it gets better, And so it's like I gotta watch the whole thing before you could talk about the whole thing. But like per season, I think that's fine. You could say that the first season's weaker than the others. And he said the first 17 episodes he felt was weak, but he has no others to compare it to because he didn't finish the
True.
damn thing. Cause the whole reason we started bickering was because I made congratulations joke. So congratulations, which is the end of the original 24 episodes. Uh, famous meme. classic anime clip. He didn't know what I was talking about because he didn't finish the damn thing.
Oof.
Whatever. Whatever.
But you know what?
I've
The
I've had a moan.
finishing time is now.
No.
The roundup time because we're about to
Yeah,
finich.
that's fair.
It
I've had
wasn't
my
very. It wasn't a very good connection. Yes. Anyways, roundups.
I've had my whining session. I'm good.
But did you have some cheese?
Nah, not yet. I'm not
I didn't realize you were a wino.
huh, yeah. My last
You a
name's actually
sommelier?
my my last name's
Shut the
actually
fuck up.
Winehouse.
Oh,
No.
now I must shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay. Review. What did we call this? Recommendation roundup. Welcome to season 2, everybody. Andrew.
Uh, you guys ever played golf?
No.
Yes.
Well, it may be no substitute for the real thing, but Mario Golf, the new one, I don't remember the exact title. I played it, and I mean, it wasn't really that good. It was okay, but yeah, play it. But actually, just play Pokemon Unite instead because it's free. And I didn't buy Mario Golf. I just played it at somebody else's house.
Damn.
to elaborate on Andrews, Mario Golf is fun for a very short period of time.
Yeah.
But is it as good as Wii Sports Golf?
No.
Probably not, dude. Wii Sports Golf was kind of fun.
I think golf with your friends is more fun than Mario Golf.
Ooh.
Anyways, my turn. I got like 10 million of them, but I'm going to suggest something that nobody mentioned today. So it's going to be fresh and clean and awesome. You guys familiar with the movies The Karate Kid, right?
I am.
So I started recently watching the TV show that Netflix made called
Oh,
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. Did you know that originally started off as like a
The
YouTube
YouTube
show?
Red. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, give it a watch now since it's all on Netflix. There's 3 seasons, 30 minutes each, so that's not very long of your time in your life. But you know, if you're Sean, you have plenty of time. So
Wait,
feel
30
free to
minutes.
watch it.
Thanks. 30 minutes each episode or 30 minutes each season?
30 minutes each episode. There are
okay.
10 episodes.
Okay. I'm gonna recommend something.
That sucks.
A game that you would not expect me to recommend, but I played Tetris Effect. And it's Tetris, so it's like if you've played Tetris, you've played one of them, you played them all. I guess I get that,
It's just pretty Tetris.
but it's just pretty Tetris. And if you suffer from seizures, don't play it. Seriously.
Damn. Fuck.
No, seriously. It gave me like there's certain levels in it that like gives me headaches. But I just kind of rediscovered how like fun Tetris is. Tetris is a jam, man. Super simple, man, but I enjoy playing it. So I'd recommend it though. Unless you suffer from, I'm not joking. Unless you suffer from seizures, genuinely don't play it because it'll be bad for you. But if you don't, then give it a try. It's on Game Pass.
Whoa, Game Pass?
It's on Game Pass. It's on if you
Games
have it,
with
give it a try.
giraffes?
Games with giraffe.
Oh. All right,
Welcome to
Andrew,
season 2.
take us away.
Yeah.